Hello, welcome back to A Song in the Heart, part of the Gilding Light Twitch channel here. I am Jonathan, aka Roadblock. I am going to be your DM for our session today, which I'm sorry. We'll see what happens. We're trying something new. But before we get into that, a few announcements. Tune in tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific for more of the Poison Tulips. Ryan Omega and his game over there. Check them out. The Battle of the Bards Kickstarter is still going very strong. Go to thebardbook.com, check it out, get in on that stretch goal, and get your book now. And follow Apotheosis Studios for all of the publication things. And plus, if you are watching this on Twitch, give us a follow, give us a sub over here at Gilding Light. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that kind of stuff. I always wanted to say that. I'm not a YouTuber. Anyway, so we have our crew here and they are ready to go. So we will let them introduce themselves, starting with D'Angelo.
Hey everyone, my name is D'Angelo Murillo, and I'm a tabletop RPG performer. I play Hector, the Dragonborn mariachi bard / rogue, and I am super excited to be here and do everything. I raise money for like various charities through tabletop RPGs, write articles. I recently wrote an article for Dungeons & Dragons or D&D Beyond, so check that out. So it's like super cool, and that's me.
All right, next up, Jen.
I'm Jen. I'm the _Lozelda, and I'm here playing Opal, the Fire Genasi. And I'm very excited, especially because we got to level up. So I have some new
Oh, that's right. Oh, yes.
Things.
Characters are level 10 now. Let's rewind back to Hector and what he got at level 10.
Yeah, I decided to go 5 and 5, so I have 5 in Bard and 5 in Rogue. Nothing special right now, but I did get some more HP, so I'm no longer level 39. 39 health. I now have 43 health as a level 10 character. So we're doing well. We're doing well.
You would survive the Beholder's enervation ray that Hector. Hey, Hector was doing good stuff. So
yeah, what was I doing during that time? Was I like passed out or?
Michael showed up. Having followed y'all, and they were sort of in the line of fire, so Hector escorted them out of the combat zone.
Okay.
The real MVP.
Yeah. Keeping Michael safe. So okay, back to Jen and Opal. What did Opal get at level 10?
So I've been playing full Bard. So I took a 10th level in Bard, which means I got to pick 2 spells from any class list. And now that I know how much HP Hector has, I probably should have gotten Revivify, but it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
My charm will get me out of any situation. It's fine.
Exactly. But yeah, I got to pick 2 spells from any class list, and I'm very happy about what I've chosen. And I cannot wait to fire these off.
10th level Bards, man. All right, next up, Utahime.
Hi guys, I'm Utahime Cosplay on Facebook, Instagram, and here on Twitch. And Brianna DeCosta on Twitter. I am a cosplayer, as it hints, Utahime Cosplay, and I'm a streamer. And of course, I am obsessed with all things Dungeons and Dragons and TTRPG related. I'm going to be playing Dia Guha, who is a half high elf. She's level 6 Paladin, Oath of Vengeance, and level 4 now Bard, College of Grace, which is a special subclass from my friends at Dragon Rock RPG Design. So always a lot of fun because I get to add a little bit of that Bollywood flavor to this campaign. So let's see what shenanigans we get into this week.
All right, thank you. Next up, and he should have been next, but I skipped him because I wasn't looking at the overlay. Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm at DonutDude777 on Twitter. I play Lyric, who has gone 10th level in College of Whispers Bard. So I have collected Spiritual Weapon and Counterspell, because that could be important.
Could be. We'll see what happens here in a bit.
And
I like
did,
that.
and I did just release earlier today a kind of a pseudo theme song for this show on YouTube. So yeah, you can check that out after.
It's so awesome.
It's amazing.
It's so awesome.
You should definitely check it out, please.
We will make sure that it is in the links in the Twitters and in the whatever else it'll be getting out there. Finally, last, certainly not least, Vicky, How you doing today?
Doing all right, Jonathan. How about you?
I had to have some coffee because I realized I hadn't had coffee this morning. And I was like 2 hours before the stream. I'm like, man, where'd my energy go? My energy was in a coffee pot.
I'm
So
glad to hear that you
I
found
put it
it.
in me now.
Excellent. Good place to store your caffeine. My name is Vicky. I am Glitter Havoc on Twitter and on Instagram. I am playing Karis Lighthoof, who is our resident barbarian. She is now a level 4 barbarian as well as a level 6 bard. So we are going to have some fun today.
All right. Well, thank you, all of you. Let's go ahead and get started. When we last left off, you guys had managed to take a long rest at the home laboratory workshop of one Billy Bo Baboon. And your mission that you have accepted is to escort his offspring, a song forged, a new kind of automaton that he has created, named Michael, to college. The new Oleum Bard College, specifically in Waterdeep. So you're looking at a pretty long journey on the road, and now having dealt with the beholder crime lord that had been sort of making things difficult for Billy, you guys now have a morning to yourselves before you head out onto the road. As the morning kind of goes, you have breakfast. You are attended to by various squirrel people, as well as various Songforged. Some of the other Songforged who have been hanging around are getting a little less shy, but and probably because you're leaving, they don't have they're a little skittish. But y'all have a good breakfast together. You guys pack up all your stuff, and as you gather on the outside of the warehouse, you see Michael and Billy sort of sharing a little bit of a moment. He's sort of like adjusting their traveling clothes and just making sure that loot that that Karis gave Michael last time is nice and secure. It looks like you're set to go. I'm gonna miss you. I assume that the bards will have a way for you to send some correspondence home. So please don't be shy. And you see Michael put their hand on Billy. There's a significant height difference here. Oh, don't worry, Father. I will let you know how my first few days goes. I will be in contact as soon as possible. And Billy then turns to you all. Well, thank you for this. And when you return, I know Lyric, you and I are gonna collaborate on some squirrel defenses for our friends, and I hope to see all of you.
Thank you very much.
We'll take good care of him.
Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Oh, it was absolutely no trouble, and you are welcome here again. Thank you, friends. And he waves at you as you guys set foot on the road.
Classic anime wave.
Classic
Pokemon.
anime wave. You see a couple of squirrels waving, a couple of squirrels kind of like run out and are kind of running along and scurrying in between your legs before they kind of stop at the property line. You guys walk down the main road through Yartar, seeing some of the sites that you've seen. You see some of the shields that you actually know sort of give you a nod. One that Hector knows sort of yells out, "Hey, Hector, where you going?"
And then he kind of looks over and then goes, he kind of takes a moment and then finds like a nice, like conveniently sized rock and then puts his knee on it and then like kind of tilts his head a little bit. He's like, wherever the road takes me. And then something like that. And then, but he kind of just turns around and be like, we got to escort this dude over to college for a job. And then I just kind of look to him and be like, what is his name?
His name is George.
George? All right. Be like, how's your family doing, George?
Nah, they're great. My wife's a pain, but I love her. And our kids are a pain, but I love them too. You have a great day there on the road, there, Hector.
You too, George. See you later.
You know that George is one of the better shields. He can be a little gruff, but he means well.
Good guy. Yeah.
Good guy. So you guys walk through the town of Yartar, or the city of Yartar, taking it in as you cross the western bridge over to the other side, and it's the little stronghold that's on that the other bank of the river, and you see Open road in front of you. Before you leave Yartar, is there anything that you wanted to do? Any last minute shopping before you hit the road? Anything mundane is available to you. You can stock up on healing potions. We can do a quick little cheeky roll to see how many places have in stock if that's your thing. But otherwise, we can.
I feel like since you just pointed out healing potions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like that
I
was
feel
a
like-
That
nice
sounded like a
little
hint.
like nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
nudge,
Yeah.
nudge.
It was more of a. I'm in a couple of games where healing potions are a little bit at a premium, so I tend to bring them up. All right, well, let's see.
I can take a hint.
Okay, so on your way out, as you browse some of the various shops, as you sort of make your way out of town, you find that among them, you're able to procure 6 healing potions.
Awesome sauce.
So whoever wants them, if it's one for everyone and then one for Michael, that'll do. They actually have a little, thanks to you guys, they actually have a little bit of gold. So they are able to make their first purchase of adventuring gear, and you can see that they have. I have bought a healing potion. Ooh. They
Congratulations.
look at it and they put it on the loop on their belt that every adventurer has to make their potions easy. And they actually ask, Lyrica, why are these loops on the outside? Shouldn't they be more secure?
It's so mostly so you can grab it easily if you're in trouble.
Oh, okay.
And do I don't know how to ask this as in character. Can I tell that he's kind of like, the equivalent of low level, like level 1, level 2 bard, or is he?
They are.
They, you're right.
They are 100% a first level bard.
Okay.
So very squishy. Noted. Got it.
Extremely squishy.
Um,
It took them 18 years to get their first level in bard because they had not adventured. That's why adventuring is a lucrative but dangerous profession. You get good real fast, but you could die.
Yes, whenever your gears gets jammed or anything like that, just take out the healing potion, just pour it into there. It'll totally heal you.
Oh,
Okay.
is that how that works? Is that how that works?
You guys are experienced enough to where warforges are strange, but they don't have any flesh, but they are still living creatures. And from what you've seen from the Songforged, they are also the same. They can take in healing just like other living creatures. They benefit from that. They don't benefit from things like mending, those spells that would sort of repair objects. They are not objects. They are living things. So
Good to know.
you know that healing potions are just as effective for them as they are for you guys.
Perfect. Slightly less worried now.
So as you see Michael, and they sort of like stay in the middle. They'll like kind of like walk up and down the group, chatting with you as you leave town and start on the road down through. You know that the next big town is Red Larch to the south, and well, on your way to Red Larch, let's go in the opposite order of you guys' introductions. Vicky,
Yes.
I would like you to roll a d20.
A D20.
I feel like before she rolls anything, I should say that once we get kind of outside of the city limits and we're safely have moved away from populations, I have taken all 3 fuzzy balls out of my bag of tricks and chucked them.
Okay, so you have an entourage.
If they're gonna last until dawn, we might as well have some extra friends. So I pull out these things and we end up with a tiger, a giant hyena, and a jackal are hanging out.
I
with
love
us.
it.
Okay.
And Pavarti.
Yes.
Yes.
Pavarti is
And
basically really, really confused because of the fact that there's another tiger. So she's basically like sniffing, like almost like how dogs sniff each other's butts, but like they're like she's like going around, kind of like circling and trying to figure out this other tiger. Like it's a new friend, Pavarti. It will be fine.
Can there be like a B story where these two tigers fall in love with each other for a brief day and then it's like
Mm.
Oh
over?
God, that sounds tragic.
Don't
It's
make me
like
sad. No, we're not here
like-
for sads.
it's before sunrise, but tigers.
There you go. Tigers.
So Dia will also she'll go up to Michael, and if you don't mind, she's going to reach into her bag and pull out it's like a little pouch that she has on the side, and it's a saffron, like a orange colored powder, and
Okay.
she's going to mark Michael's forehead, and she's going to say, "May you be blessed with health and prosperity like the bear." And she's basically casting enhance ability, so he's gaining 2d6 hit points on his
Okay,
constitution check.
they add the 2d6. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's good for an hour.
Okay. Go ahead and roll how many hit points they get, and we will.
So that's going to be 6 additional hit points.
Okay, good. That is a significant hit point boost for them.
No, poor Michael.
So
Poor squishy Michael.
they'll get better. They just got to go to school, right? So
or murder things. It's fine.
or murder
Yeah.
things. Hey, a little bit of both. All
You know
right.
what? Lyric is also going to throw out all 3 of his fuzzballs, and
There
you
we
got
go.
2 more goats and an owl.
All right.
Start
Wow,
a
you
circus.
guys-
Yeah.
I
There's so
I
many
am
animals.
excited to see what Vicky just rolled. Vicky, if you could.
10.
10. Okay. All right. So, you guys, having safely exited the city, you have a rough idea of where Red Larch is and how far away it is. You figure it'll be a couple of days before you get there, and almost immediately, Lyric, all of a sudden, as you're passing through this one more hilly stretch of the road, you have the uncontrollable urge to giggle. No save or anything, just you just giggle to yourself.
Sorry. He's got the low
And
voice.
let's see here. Oh, I need to bring up y'all's various things. Your let's see, player profiles. There we go. Okay,
drudge
what is
without me,
what is
Lyric?
everyone's passive perception? Let's see here. Diaz is really good. Let's see. Hector's is pretty good.
Mine's
Nothing
Okay.
gets
13.
past me.
Okay. Dia and Hector are both the first folks to notice this. You guys are walking along, keeping your eye on the road, keeping your eye on the sky. Dia more than some of the others, and Hector kind of glances up every once in a while as y'all are talking to Michael or chatting amongst yourselves. Dia and Hector, you definitely see briefly the profile of the dragon over the horizon.
I like lean over and be like, you see that? Is it approaching us or what is it doing? Just like
It looked like it was flying. It sort of you just appeared over the horizon, and then it sort of disappeared, and then you see it again, and now it is definitely closing distance.
Dia grabs her trident. I definitely just saw a dragon. Is that common in this area?
and I wait for the Skyrim sort of like music to start. And then I just turn to everyone and it's just like, there's a dragon over there. And I point immediately to where where we saw it at.
You point in that direction, and at this point, with the assistance of Hector, you guys are all able to see what looks like a dragon in the sky
What color?
flying.
Is it my
Go-
cousin? Is it a green dragon?
No, it's go ahead and at this point, go ahead and make some actual perception checks to see
Okay.
if you can clock the color before it gets too close.
Nope.
Mine is a 19 for perception.
Okay.
That's an 11 for Hector.
7.
Also
20.
7.
So 20 for Karis
20.
and then 19 for Dia.
Hey.
Okay. both of you are able to see for a brief moment the scales look shiny and coppery. So go ahead and make me a history check along with you two, along with those perception checks.
Michael,
Only
get down and
12 for
pray.
history.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
12. Yeah.
You guys you have clearly identified that this is a copper dragon. You don't know much other than they are of the metallic persuasion. So while not strictly peaceful, they tend towards good. Like they're not one of the evil chromatic dragons. They are one of the good metallic dragons. That said, dragons are intelligent creatures, so it's not like a good dragon can't be an asshole. But you have this information as this dragon is definitely approaching you guys.
All right. If it's definitely approaching, I'm going to tap Michael and say, I need you to be very, very quiet. And I'm going to cast invisibility on him.
Oh, they disappear in magical in a magical effect.
Be like, if there's like, are there like woods or anything like next to, like, is there like a place?
Yeah,
like
this
okay.
area is a little bit hilly, so you
Cool.
can definitely tell Michael as you cloak them to go and hide, and you hear
absolutely
footsteps.
tell him to go hide. Yeah.
And Dia is on top of, like, she's riding
Right.
Pravarti, so she's basically just holding her kind of holding her ground a little bit, and because she's just not exactly sure whether or not this dragon is going to be a little bit of trouble, but also to showing that confidence that she usually does as far as not being afraid. So she has her trident in her hand, like very regal. She does a little bit of her usual kind of like hair, her jet black hair kind of flowing, to kind of like be like, don't mess with this person right here, pretty much, for the dragon approaching.
So as the dragon approaches, it gets within good sight, and now all of you can see that it is a metallic coppery scaled dragon. You guys also hear something as it starts to fly overhead. You hear, and it's sort of a Doppler effect because it's still moving as it does this. What ho! Flies over, turns back. Travelers, and lands next to the road. And you see, this is a large dragon. So those of you who know dragons know that this dragon is probably not all that old. And they sort of like stretch their wings and fold them back in. It has landed a good distance from you. It didn't want to get too close, but its voice is booming. So even though it is probably 200 feet away from you, you're still able to hear it very clearly as it says, I saw you from a good distance away, and you looked interesting. To whom has the pleasure of meeting Anaranthrum today?
I shrink behind Opal.
We'll just kind of rolls her eyes.
What'd you say your name was?
Anaranthrum.
Anarana.
Thrum.
Hi, I'm Karis.
Hello, Karis.
I am Dia Guha, a daughter of King Avi and Queen Rhea of the Kingdom of Musatari. And where exactly are you from? Hopefully friends?
I am from around here, and hopefully friends too. You see this dragon?
I'm Lyric, by the way.
Hello, Lyric.
Please don't eat us.
Heavens, no. My interest, as you may know, I am a dragon, and my interest comes from my excellent dragon sight, having seen someone riding a tiger, and many of you carrying instruments. Are you bards? And it's got a
Maybe.
huge toothy grin that your passive insight indicates that it's not a feral grin. This dragon is overjoyed to have encountered y'all.
With my 22 passive perception, do I see any hanging limbs from his teeth at all or anything like that?
No.
Does it seem pretty cool? All right, cool.
Using an arm.
Exactly, yeah. So just be like,
so someone reaches up from the guy, like, help me,
he's lying. Yeah. So Hector kind of like now realizes the situation's a little bit less tense, and he kind of steps out from Opal's shadow and is like, Hector, we actually are bards. Do we ever think of a band name, by the way?
I don't think we have.
Okay.
Work in progress.
Yeah, work in progress. Our work in progress name is Opal and the Opals. So like, welcome. Good to see you guys. And
I did not agree to that. I'm not opposed. We need to have a conversation.
every gig we have a different sign with a crossed out name and a new name like written on it. So
The lyricists.
yeah, exactly.
I'm with the lyricists. That's
The
my
lyricist,
folks.
perfect. And then yeah, he kind of just like goes, as you can tell, I'm a green dragonborn. We're probably related. So like if you get hungry at all, we have like 8 animals here for you to devour. And like so
Excuse me.
I step in front of the goats and call the owl back.
Your tiger's safe. No, okay. Hey,
Yeah.
yes, bards.
Yeah,
You
Hector.
seem really excited about that prospect. What can we do for
Yes, I love bards. I don't get to meet very many since I left my parents' nest. I've been on my own for quite some time. Although once I did encounter some traveling musicians, and they were a delight. They shared so many good stories. But you seem so much more interesting. Though I thought I saw 6 earlier. Is one of you hiding? If they want to stay hidden, that's fine. I understand. I am a dragon after all.
kind of like
Very self-aware dragon.
Yes.
You're doing great, buddy.
in a hushed tone, I'm like, just be cool, Michael, be cool. As
Can I do a little
you? I
insight
kicked
into that?
Hector in the shin. I can't.
I want to do a little insight into like why he was so curious about Michael, if I could.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay, so that is a 18.
You think that he brought it up because he counted 6 of you on the road, and now he only
Okay.
sees 5.
counted like 14 of us actually with all the animals.
So many.
The animals seem to be much less interesting to him than
The animals
Yeah.
ate one of us. It's very upsetting. I'm really bummed that you brought it up, but
Hector will
Hector
kind of
was trying to make it like 4, like only like a few of us.
right, exactly. So Hector will be like, yeah, we are bards and we are very, very talented. We've been hired for many gigs and we've done a lot of awesome stuff. This is our newest member, as I had like gesture over to Dia as like she's a dancer, an exotic dancer. And
We want to be careful with
It
how we
hurts.
describe.
oh
And
the
dear,
circumstance,
that's
but
terribly
That's
exciting.
not correct.
so
Words have meaning.
he goes, we are
And
actually
then
trying to
she kind of looks at him and like gives him like the kind of like a little bit of a glare, like watch it. And
Oh, he feels it. He probably loses some HP just from that glare alone. He's so weak.
Lyric hands Hector a healing potion.
There you go. We're trying to head to Red Larch. Is that where we're heading
Mhm.
to? How far are we from currently to Red Larch? Is it gonna be like a day's travel or something like that?
It's like probably 18 hours from where you are. So
Okay, cool. So I'm just like, we're extremely talented. We're like competent, super awesome. But we're actually trying to travel over to our next town we got to go to. If you'd be able to transport us over there, we'd be down to like do a personal private performance for you.
as you look, this is, even though this is a large dragon, it's only a large dragon. Like it would probably have trouble carrying more than 2 or 3 of you. You can tell from just looking at him. Like this is, while this is a powerful and potentially scary creature.
Yeah.
He's not that big.
Okay,
We're
to take
not
all of
talking
us.
about
Okay,
like
right.
Baleron the
Gotcha.
Black here just yet.
We'll just climb into his mouth and then like head over that way. Just kidding.
Ah!
But yeah, you can see this very clearly from your vantage point.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, then I'll change what I said then and be like, we have to travel to this town. We'll play a private performance for you. If you can like guard us, let us know if there's any threats along the way or anything like that, because the road could be very dangerous. I've been jumped at least 3 times on this road to Red Larch in the past.
Oh, that is terrible to hear. Unfortunately, I do have some pressing matters of my own back at my horde. However, you did catch my attention as I was flying back, and I would love to hear a story. What is something interesting that you can tell me, or song you can play? He seems very interested in gathering a story or a song from one or more of you.
Hector looks back to Lyric and be like, he has the best voice out of all of us. He can play the ukulele. Do you know what a ukulele is? It's a beautiful instrument.
I don't think I've seen one of those just yet.
I mean, I could sing you a song a little bit about our group since we're so interesting to you.
Yes, that would be fantastic. And you see the dragon, it gets down and on its front paws and it does this.
I'm so conflicted about this dragon right now.
Like a giant earthquake, we all like rise up here.
For the blind guy, what was that gesture you just did? You said like this.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh no.
I may not be able to sing, but I can always accompany with dance.
A dancing bard. I've never seen one of those.
It's something that I learned from my mother.
What was your
very
mother's
talented
name?
Queen Rhea. She's beautiful and so graceful. I can only ever hope to gain her level of talent in traditional dance in our kingdom.
Well, I'm certainly excited to hear this song.
Well, we got some other musicians here. Just follow along. You'll pick up the chords pretty quick. And
trumpet case, open it up.
The chords are A minor, C, F, and T.
We've got
B
a blues
minor,
riff in B. Watch for the changes and try and keep
Thank
up.
you. Yes. Cool. I guess I will go for it. This is the song that has been officially released on YouTube. So yeah. They are 5 awesome bards on a mystical adventure on the coin of Billy Beau Boom. There's magic and dancing and music to share. So smile, they'll chase away the gloom. Hector is a dragonborn mariachi, and he's sure to make you swoon. Then there's Opal, fire genasi. She's about to make a speech, so clear some room. Her words could make a flower bloom. Lyric is a half-elf, not great with coin, but he's a gentle dude. Then there's Karis, a satyr, barbarian. When she's drumming on your things, please don't think she's rude. Dia rides a tiger from a faraway land. She's a half-elf, her dances will inspire. And these 5 awesome bards will find adventure today. And you're watching it all with a song in the heart.
Oh, that's so good.
You see the dragon, he takes flight, and he
Look at this
starts
dragon
clapping. And the reason why he probably took flight was because this is thunderous clapping. If he had stayed close to you, it probably would have been problematic.
Painful.
So you hear this thunderous clapping as Anaranthrum lands once again, wings out, and says, "That was absolutely wonderful. you know, the reason why I was returning to my hoard, and I'm a little bit in a hurry, is because I was returning some treasure to my collection, but I think I'm going to leave something with you. And you see, like in its copper scales, it looks like it's wearing a backpack that seems to blend in with its back. So it was tough to notice before. And it reaches in and it takes out, it looks like a wand in its hands, but it is definitely a staff. It hands it to you. He hands it to you, Lyric, and you see this wooden staff. It has simple but definitely carvings of birds sort of throughout it, and it ends with what looks like a sparrow on the top with its wings out. And he hands you the staff and says, for your wonderful song, thank you very much.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. I will treasure it. And I'll show it to my owl with the birds on it.
Your owl. There's definitely like an owl carving in amongst the bird carves. As this happens, you see, as around this time, it was just normal. You see, Opal, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Okay, I'm gonna not respond again. Yeah.
I want to beat him. Please.
Okay. Mr. Anaranthrum,
Yes.
I believe you know as well as we do. You were correct. There was another member of our party who.
Oh my! What a twist!
He would actually love to meet you, if that's all right.
Yes. Okay. Another bard of yours. Too shy to meet. I understand. I am quite the intimidating presence. Frightening presence, if you will.
Drop the invisibility on Michael.
As you see Michael standing there, you see somehow in their robotic song-forged eyes, you see absolute awe as they are looking on at this dragon. And Anaranthrum ducks down and gets a little bit closer to Michael as he looks them over and says, "What are you?" And Michael at this point is like,
I'm so ready to cast some shit. I'm afraid he's gonna snatch Michael and leave. I just want you to know I got an itchy finger that's ready to start some shit if that happens.
So I have not lived long, a mere 300 years, but I have never seen the likes of a person like you. And Michael says, thank you, sir. I am a song forged. So you make songs, not war.
Well, looks like it's time to go. Just gonna, it's good to see you. Great to meet you. We got a long road ahead of us.
Oh, as do I.
I get closer and put my hand on Michael. I'm like,
yep. Karis sidles on over to Michael as well and puts a hand on their very tall shoulder.
Well, today has certainly been interesting. May the blessings of Bahamut be upon all of you, and take care of this one. They are special. And you see Anaranthrum back up, not give you all a nod until the next song, and take to the sky and start going back in the direction that you'd seen it going, and you hear it start humming. Her name is Dia. And you hear it sort of echoing as they fly off.
We all agree we're gonna see him again, right?
Pretty much
Gonna happen.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt, but I want to. Could I insight? Is he have any special, more sinister interest in Michael?
Go and make a history check.
Oh, history. All right.
Okay. History.
History.
I'm going to do the same as well.
Hey, all of you can make history checks. Sure.
Sure.
All right,
Cheers.
cool. Well, nope. I'm too
Uh,
worried about Michael.
Nope.
23.
Ooh, okay.
I
only got a 12.
21. Okay.
12 as well.
I nat one. I just want everyone to know that.
Oh no.
Oh.
So Hector.
Good time
and
to remind
Karis,
people that they can donate to make sure we get advantage on rolls.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Hey.
500 bits. And any ones or anything like that, thing of the past, or maybe not, if you're supremely unlucky.
Grant us advantage, grant DM advantage, random objects in our inventory, all kinds of fun stuff.
Yes, that staff was actually from the What's in Your Pocket. I figure
Nice.
the song was awesome,
Oh.
so you got a free What's in Your Pocket. Okay,
Heck
Hey,
yeah.
thank you.
so you guys know as you're starting to kind of your mind stops racing as this dragon is leaving. You know that that copper dragons tend to be playful tricksters. You now realize that this dragon probably does live near the road somewhere, because one of the effects that it can have on the land is people can randomly giggle. And you thought it was very uncharacteristic that Lyric giggled earlier as you were sort of entering this place. So copper dragons are playful. They can be a little mean-spirited and covetous. It just kind of depends on the dragon. You never really got the impression of that he was like wanting to take Michael or anything like that. He was genuinely curious. He had literally never seen anything like Michael before. The fact that an automaton that's not built for war seemed interesting to him. Just the idea. DM's note: there was a scenario where
Who would have been horribly murdered by the dragon?
Yeah.
it would have been. I was thinking it would be more of a social challenge. It would be like, can you talk this dragon out of taking Michael? And it would be
Oh.
that opportunity. They would present a reason why they should educate this new bard, and you could provide counter reasons. But I thought it would be more fun to make this a dragon encounter, not a combat encounter.
Wait,
It's-
are you saying that we put a song in his heart and it changed his
Hmm.
entire...
maybe?
Dia is
Definitely.
disappointed because she was ready to bring down some wrath. So, no.
I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that.
Oh,
Well,
Togepi just gave 500 bits to DM max damage. So
Oh,
Oh.
my god.
oh well, this will
alright,
make this interesting.
Somebody is not getting a holiday card this year.
That's a big
Oh,
yikes.
no.
Wait,
That's
who
a
did
big
that?
Yikes.
Who was the one who
Togepi?
donated?
It's Togepi.
Togepi? Okay.
like, and the
Togepi.
dragon
Thank you,
circles
Togepi.
back.
Acid Brad.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Okay. So as this encounter sort of like plays out in your mind, and you all have so much to say, Michael, after the dragon leaves, they just become a chatterbox, asking absolutely everything about dragons. And this is the first time they have met a dragon, so it's you
Understandable.
guys count your blessings that it was a friendlier dragon rather than a not friendlier dragon. And I would assume that at some point during a break, Lyric would identify the staff.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
As you probably have already guessed, it is a staff of bird calls.
Yes.
So
I'm happy with that.
yes, your owl's happy with that too. And as the day ends and the next begin, you see the town of Red Larch. You know that in the past, in the last 100 years or so, the entire town was destroyed by a cataclysm, but it's back on its feet. All its buildings are new. It's now bustling and once again the center of trade that it was. You see some conspicuous folks running around with a strange A and I shoulder flash, running around one of the inns. It's a Acquisition Incorporated. We started the Clank Legacy Acquisition Incorporated campaign with my local friend group, so it's on my mind. But
Nice.
you guys pass through the town, so you can supply up as you need, stay the night, all that good stuff. And if there's nothing you want to do in the town as you set out the next day, is anything you guys want to take care of before we decide the next bit of
Will
fate.
this be a rest if we used our spells?
Oh yeah, it's going to be a long rest.
Well, yes, I'd like to say thank you to Togepi for the advantage for everybody.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you, Togepi.
Thank you.
Rock.
Yes.
You're back on the holiday card list.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brought balance back to the force.
So can I assume that after the adventures that we've done in the past that we've accumulated some more wealth than what we had at the start of the adventure?
Oh yeah, and you got
Okay.
paid from Billy. You got I think thanks to Dia giving up her share and
Oh wow.
and Victor also not getting a share on account of him being splatted against the wall. You would have gotten like 140 plat, but I think you gave that to
I think it was
Opal.
150.
150.
Yeah,
And you gave that to Opal to manage for you.
The manager.
All right. If possible, I want to buy another healing potion and then buy a magical whip. I don't know how much that's going to come out to. But,
Let's see, magical whip, because you would have also had about $2,000 of walking around money. So let's see here. Oh God, I forget how much.
And we also
Plus
got
one item,
3,000 gold out of the beholder shenanigans.
Right.
So like we got money. You can go.
Yeah.
Hector, you can go buy your whip.
You could
Like,
we can put it
yes,
on a
please.
tab and then you can like.
Is there
delegate
any
how much
place
was
where it
later.
could be you can upgrade one of the current weapons? So like if I wanted to upgrade my trident to maybe a +1.
Sure. We'll say that Red Larch, as an up-and-coming town, also has an up-and-coming smithy. So you are able to, let's see, let's consult the sane magical item list here.
No, we're kind of influencers. If you give it to us for free, we can kind of just spread the word, the exposure.
I walk away. I was like, no, I'm not. I don't want any part of this conversation.
All right. So for your
What's an
+1,
influencer?
we're gonna say it's going to be 1,000 gold for your +1 weapon. So you can go ahead and you now have a magical whip that'll overcome those nasty damage resistances. And then for, let's see, for an upgrade, we'll say, let's see, because it's 4 for a +2, but it's already a +1. It's already a +1, right?
No, my trident is just a regular trident.
I see. Okay, so it would be $1,000 for the magical attenuations, and so you're probably looking at a day or two stay in Red Larch as you guys get into trouble. Over that day, if you are stocking up on potions, you find amongst the stores, apparently a few adventurers have been through here. So there's around town, there's only 3 available during your stay. So you are able to procure those if you like for the normal prices. And let's see, as you do this, you guys describe to me what a night or two in Red Larch is for. Who haven't we heard from in a while? Karis, what is your couple of nights in Red Larch like?
So Karis is going to wander in the woods, and she is super interested in the wildlife that is around. So she's going to go out with Al and see if there are any more little friends that she can make out in the wilderness near town.
If you wish, Lyric's happy to lend you the staff.
That'd be fun.
So as you wander out, you do see that that it looks like the wildlife of Red Larch seems to be also a little sparse than what you would expect this area to be, and that's probably because of the calamity that befell this area. And as you guys are in town, you learn that 100 or so years ago, a rot demon had taken up residence around the area of Red Larch and pretty much destroyed the town. A heroic band of adventurers who may or may not have been drunk at the time came in and cleared out this area, and the town had since then been rebuilt. You do notice a few local birds, a few examples of deer and such, but nothing too out of the ordinary.
That's okay. It's wonderful to just be outside and just commune with nature and feel the sunshine and the breeze blow as the sun sets. Oh, it's good time. This is a good place. It's a good place.
Al kind of does the kind of leans back and is just like sitting sort of spread eagle on the ground, just like,
Yeah, this is the good life. It's a good life, isn't it, little buddy? Give him a little scritch on his belly. Yeah.
you see his little double chin that you can see still under his weirdly beard-like facial fur kind of jiggles a little. Al's a little of a chunker. Not much. Just
Okay,
little,
he's a
little
happy
chunk.
little. He's merry.
Yes,
He's a merry squirrel.
Just a little chunk. All right. And the next day, as you guys leave Red Larch and make your way back on the road, Dia, Utahime, go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
An 8.
An 8. What do we have here? As you guys leave the town, you pass by a ranch here, a farm there. One of the farms, though, as you pass by, you see on the side of the road, and you can see him from a pretty good distance away. You see a farmer on the opposite side of his fence. So he definitely has a fenced in area, and you can kind of see his house a little further back, and further back that way towards the house, there is a barn. It looks like some other fences, maybe chicken coops. You can't really tell from this distance, maybe kennels. But this farmer is not over there. He is by the road on the other side of his fence with the pitchfork and looking nervously at his own home and farm. And he notices all of you. He says, "Yeah, well, I'd recommend keeping on. It just got very dangerous in here."
Oh,
Dangerous. What are you referring to?
Well, my name is Amos, and I run a chicken farm here, and all my chickens are gone.
oh no.
Oh,
All of
that's
how many
awful.
chickens?
About 20 hens, about 5 roosters, but my coop ain't empty. You see, they've been replaced.
Hey, what?
Wait, replaced. Replaced with what?
Technically, they've been replaced by chickens, but not normal
Okay.
chickens.
Okay. So there's chickens in your coop,
Yes.
but they're not your chickens.
No.
And how do you know the difference?
These chickens, and he starts describing what they look like. Everyone, go ahead and make a Arcana or History check. There's no knowledge planes anymore, unfortunately.
Net 20.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
that's yeah, also nat 20.
Wow.
Yes.
Dirty
20.
14.
Nice.
Okay, so
I was
all-
excited I finally got out of the single digits, but all right.
We all lean
Apparently we
in and,
know
like,
our
look over.
chickens.
Exactly, right?
Look at all those chickens.
through various experiences and bardic knowledge and all this other stuff, the creature that Amos describes, it sounds an awful lot like an abyssal chicken, a horrible creature native to Avernus and other fiendish planes. This thing is a chicken in name only, and also the reason why it got this name is because it's roughly the size of a chicken, but it is awful looking, but somehow still makes the sound of chicken. If you were to hear one coming, it would sound like an evil chicken. There's really no other way to describe it. It's clucking, be sinister. So it's very clear, even though this farmer has no idea what these things are, they sound like chickens, but it is very obvious to you that all of his chickens have been replaced with abyssal chickens.
Dia's going to dismount from from Pravarti. She's like, "Sir, let me handle this. And she's going to march forward with trident in hand. And then she's going to point the trident towards the abyssal chickens and speak in abyssal. What is your purpose here, tormenting this poor gentleman? Tell me now.
Okay, so as you guys, so you were a pretty good distance away. As you guys walk with Amos to closer to his chicken coop and barn, and you definitely, as you're getting closer, hear what he was talking about, this evil clucking. Dia, you raise your pitchfork and make this demand in abyssal. Do they actually can talk? Let's find out.
Forbidden chicken
Are they
nuggets.
smart enough?
They understand
You
abyssal,
said abyssal.
they understand abyssal but cannot speak.
Because they are.
Are they native to the land, or did
Basically-
they get summoned here?
If that's the case, if they can't speak back, Dia's going to say, Opal, if you don't mind, I may be in need of your talents. And then she's going to look and glare back at the chickens.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I can talk to animals. I cannot make somebody else talk to animals.
Oh, no, I just meant you understand or you can hear animals, correct? So you can translate for me.
I don't speak abyssal.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I can speak with animals, but I don't know abyssal.
I would
Can
say
you possibly understand them and then translate to me?
Sure, you know what? Let's give it a
We
shot.
can try.
you can certainly
DM?
try.
Can we? I'm trying something
Oh yeah, no.
experimental here.
So Dia, you have made this this request, and after you say,
And I can
tell
use
me what.
intimidation if need be. I
Right.
will definitely use
Go ahead and give me
intimidation.
an intimidation check,
Yes.
sure. But you have made this demand in abyssal, and in response, you do hear an elevated level of sinister clucking. So as Opal and Karis cast their spell, what's your intimidation check, by the way?
That was an 18 plus 7.
Okay.
Nice.
Let me.
Eric and Tim just look at each other, just shake their heads.
And
It's a little
Amos
ration.
is like, Amos has his pitchfork, and then he looks at Dia's trident. It's like, and it's like takes up like a defensive position.
And it's pretty fancy. I mean, it's gold, and at the end, it's encrusted with rubies, and at the top, the very like kind of leading up to the points of the weapon, it's also too like has like a little ring of rubies around that. So it's pretty fancy.
And you do see now that you had gotten it back from the smith that had worked on it, around along the handle and where you would hold it, it actually has bands of runes, it looks like now. So it is even fancier somehow. So as Opal and Karis contribute their speak with animals, for some reason this works, and you hear back, we were summoned. Yeah, we were brought here. They brought us here. She brought us here.
Tell
I don't
me
know.
now
Someone he
who
knows.
sent you. Someone who knows.
Him, the human.
I look over to Amos.
She brought us here.
She.
She was unhappy with him. As you guys are responding to this, you see Amos kind of look around, and he starts blushing. And he's like, okay, this makes sense, I guess.
Do you
Oh,
care
please,
to elaborate on what's happening
Yeah,
right now?
enlighten the rest of us, because this does not make any sense.
Here with
As
us.
and you see like Amos is a older guy, and not like really anything to look at. He's pretty plain and a bit grizzled, but he seems strapping for his age. He kind of shrinks back a little bit and says, I had a woman that I was involved in. A couple of years ago, I found that she is a succubus.
Just so we're
I-
all clear, you mean literally? This is not just a colorful metaphor.
Actually a succubus.
Okay, just wanted to make sure before we went any further. Continue.
No, she her name is Arya, and she we just got each other. She came to drain my life energy and passing herself off as a milkmaid from down the road. We started seeing each other, and we just had lots to talk about. She could be delightful. I found out she was a succubus. I didn't mind. This, like as I said, this was a couple of years ago. Right, my friend. But
This is a lover's quarrel then.
Just a hell hath no fury kind of thing.
Well, I asked her to marry me, and she said she needed to think about it. I may have said some things that I was tired of waiting, and I would appreciate a commitment. She didn't like that. So, she disappeared a few days ago, and today, and he points, and he goes to the bard, and as your speak with animal spell is running, you hear from the bard, yeah, she was pissed. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you're like, you hear, as you've been talking to him, equal parts evil clucking, salacious slavering, and it looks like it sounds like they're getting impatient. You see the chicken coop sort of like move a little bit as the chickens are like, we're hungry. Yes, hungry. Shall we eat? Oh, there are no chickens around here. Let's eat George. Yes, let's eat George. And you hear it's like, no, let's eat Larry. No, yes, eat Larry. You see the chickens apparently are arguing among themselves which one of themselves they're going to eat at this point. And Amos is just like, I still don't know exactly what to do. I kind of need my chickens, and I don't think these things lay eggs. Also, they seem kind of evil.
Well, I
yes,
think
that assessment is correct.
They are
It's
evil. They're
too
very
late for
evil.
your chickens. Your chickens are gone. You're just gonna have to move on from those chickens. You might just need a whole new chicken coop. I'm gonna look around everybody. We might just need to burn this one.
You mean like fry the chickens?
Yeah, just take the whole thing to the ground.
Abyssal
And
fried
she's gonna-
chicken.
She's gonna immediately, after hearing that, like Opal basically said, yeah, just fry the chickens. Sacred flame on, like, basically, like, you'll see where there's like this bright white flame, and that Dia tosses towards the chicken coop with all
Okay.
the abyssal chickens to basically set it on fire.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
lean over to Hector. And be like, is
Fried
that real?
chicken.
Is that real fire? I don't know.
Like I think it is, and then I kind of like look to her and be like, we might have to murder the farmer so there's no witnesses, just in case we
No,
do
no,
damage
no, no.
property.
I will take care of that. First of all, and I light my hands up with my produce flame because also fire genasi, and I touch the other side of the building.
All right.
Let's start that.
Between your efforts, the chicken coop starts going up, and your speaking with animal is still running. So you hear, wait, it's getting hot. It's got finally comfortable. Yes, ha ha ha. No, wait, it's too hot. Too hot. As the coop starts going up, these things have resistance to fire, but
Fine.
not immunity to fire. So after a few rounds of
Are they immune to radiant damage? Because that's
no.
technically my sacred flame is
Right.
radiant.
It's fine. It's normally Sacred Flame doesn't light things on fire, but I thought that was hilarious. So between the radiant fire and the Genasi produced fire, you guys are able to roast the chicken coop. You find out fried abyssal chicken. It smells pretty good.
Great.
As the barn goes up, Amos,
I don't suppose
he-
you're a colonel, Amos, because you might
uh,
have a new business right here.
Yeah.
No, my army days are long past. I was just a footman.
Well, I'm gonna hand him 10 platinum and say for some new chickens.
Lyric, so we gotta talk about your concept, your hold on the concept of money, but
You see Amos, his eyes go wide as he's like, this arrangement seems to work. Thank you.
And I'll hand another, and here's another 10 platinum,
no,
so you can get something nice for
Lyric, no,
Aria.
this is why you gave me your money to hold on to. I'm
And
just
also
gonna,
too,
hire a
Lyric,
bodyguard.
I'm gonna
keep
take
in
the rest of
mind,
this.
you can't buy someone's heart. You can't buy someone's forgiveness. So technically, I don't know if that would work.
I don't think we need to be getting her forgiveness. This is a great opportunity for you to start over. New chickens,
okay.
new
Oh.
life. Just
all
do
right.
Point.
that.
Use that second 10 for a new coop.
And he seems this farmer stands there with two fistfuls of platinum, looking at his burned chicken coop. You guys, yeah, he kind of looks off wistfully and says, "I think I might be able to move on."
I'll clap him on the shoulder, say, I know it'll be hard. It'll be okay.
All in a day's work.
All right, just mark off the mystery of the replaced chickens.
I look over to Michael and be like, "Don't mess with succubuses, succubi, or incubi."
Very important lesson.
A succubin
How is
there.
it that you know anything about this topic, Hector?
How
Yeah,
doesn't
Hector,
he?
how do you know anything about this?
Wow, what's that over there? And he just like walks off into his general direction.
Opal, you didn't seem too happy with me. Should we not have given him any money? I
No,
thought he needed the
money.
chickens.
Money was good. That was an excessive amount of money.
Oh,
That
so
is-
I did really good.
Well, okay, so like, yes, you did a really good thing. You did a very good thing for that
But
kind gentleman.
I don't believe that it
Here's-
costs that much.
It does not remotely cost nearly that much. And then what you do is when you go flashing that around, you make yourself a target.
Oh,
And
he
we
doesn't
have-
have to worry about that. And then she's basically, when she does that, she like basically kind of puts her hand forward, and obviously you see all of the shiny bangles and the jewels.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's
When you
so-
put your hand
that's
forward,
a
I'm like,
different one.
I start reaching into my pouch to give you money because you got your hand forward. I'm like,
No,
No,
Hector,
no,
wait
no.
up. And I
okay. I was confused. You have your hand.
No,
I don't know.
I'm just saying that you don't have to worry about if you got
Oh.
it. You can flaunt it. It's fine, especially since you have very capable fighters here.
That's true. You guys are all very, very strong, especially Hector.
Hector's gone. Hector's
I know.
All the way
Are
on the road
walking.
now. All right. So that day ends. You guys continue on the road. Moving on past the the now very wealthy farmer who's probably not going to be a chicken
The
farmer
1%.
anymore.
Lyric almost gave him 50 and he decided to hold back. He was he felt cheap.
Oh, you only get this generosity from like mini campaigns and one shots, like
Yeah,
actual
absolutely.
campaign. It's like
But it's stingy.
no,
Yeah,
mine.
exactly.
God.
You allowed me
the-
to fry chickens. That's great.
There you go.
Full disclosure, this is a character from another campaign, and they are equally as upset with Lyric for doing the exact same thing. It's a
It's a thing.
second month.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a you thing.
No, this is a Lyric thing. This is in his backstory. There's reasons.
Okay.
All right. So, well, speaking of Lyric, Sean, go ahead and roll me a d20.
5.
All right. So, you guys, having a day or two out of Red Larch, you are passing through a. You come upon a village. It's actually called the Village of Hamlet. very descriptive name, and not kind of a derivative name. You see, there are hamlets all over the place. There's even a hamlet in Thay. The Thay and Hamlet is not nice, but this hamlet seems nice. You walk in and you walk down the road. It seems like a welcoming little village. It's got what looks like a nice inn. It looks like it would have a nice little market, but it seems like no one is really around. All the market stalls seem to be closed. The inn doesn't seem to, as you peek in, it doesn't really have anyone around. And you notice that a little further into the village, you definitely hear the din of people, but no one seems to be immediately right by the road. Like all of the normal, like roadside, hey, travelers, come over here. All of those seem to be either deserted or like the inn just has just one bartender in it right now and no patrons.
I'll go talk to the bartender.
Oh, hello. Well, fancy seeing someone in here today. It's everyone was going to be at the wedding.
Oh, is that why there's no one around? We were kind of curious. It's awful
Oh,
quiet
yeah.
around here.
Yeah. Let's see. What do I name these people? Yeah, big day for Elijah and Brody. Finally tying the knot, those two.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So where's the wedding taking place?
Oh, over there by the Temple of Bahamut. We a lot of Bahamanites around here. So yeah, that's where the temple is. It's a little that way. Can't miss it.
A little that way, can't miss it. All right. Well, thank you so much for that information. Y'all want to go crash a wedding?
Well, I am a little concerned. If you say believe in another deity, are you still welcome?
Oh, absolutely. Bahamut welcomes all.
Okay. Glad
And
that
you guys
does.
know that actually, I don't know, Dia might not, that Bahamut, who Anaramatharum briefly mentioned the other day, is the good god of dragons, the platinum dragon, and pretty welcoming, except if you're a worship Tiamat. So don't go around. The thing you do know is don't yell "Hail Tiamat" at the Temple of Bahamut.
Dang.
Which
Boy,
Dia
well,
would
Hector's
not.
fun.
I don't think
I know
any of
you-
you guys would, but
Hector, I know you think that's funny, but really don't.
I'm gonna say the T word.
Yeah, right.
Ixnay on the Tiamat.
Yeah. Like there's certain things you just don't yell at airports. Don't yell that here.
Yeah.
You guys leave the small inn and head towards the temple, and you find a very.
I feel bad for the guy. I'll give him a platinum because he's got no patrons at all.
You see this
He's
bartender.
not even at the wedding.
This bartender just like grabs up the platinum. Bahamut's blessings be upon you.
If you happen to have chocolate milk, I won't say no.
He runs into the back and grabs a chocolate milk and just hands you keep
In a carton, like
keep the
from
mug.
school-
You
elementary
want chocolate
school.
milk? Michael, get over here.
Michael's like I did not know that milk could be chocolate.
There's all kinds of magical stuff in the world, buddy. We're gonna show you as much as we can.
Take out my water skin and dump it and fill it all with chocolate milk.
He gives you every bit of chocolate milk. You now have a water skin of chocolate milk because he's got
Be good for
paid.
like this will be good for 40 minutes, and it'll get lukewarm, and then it'll be like,
Lukewarm in
There's
the
way
skin.
to cool it down.
That
Oh, that's
could
right.
Some
be
of us have
that could
spells
be
for
a
that.
could be an area of effect weapon at that point.
right?
Oh God.
So as you clear the inn out of every drop of its chocolate milk and get a couple of commemorative mugs to go along with it, you guys find a lively scene at the temple. You see inside there's lots of very nicely dressed villagers, but the real drama is actually happening just outside. You see a Goliath man is scolding several halflings. These halflings all have instruments And you don't need insight or perception to know that all of these halflings are extremely drunk. And this scene is going on a bit away from you. Closer to you, though, is a very embarrassed looking half orc wearing a very nice set of robes, quite a bit of jewelry. You can tell that this is a formal wear sort of robe. These are dress robes, and you see the Goliath man is wearing a similar set of these very fancy robes. And this half orc he has distanced himself from this Goliath who is screaming at these halflings, and it's just like, oh man. Oh.
Eric's gonna lean into Karis and say, I think they hit the chocolate milk a little too hard.
You hear the halflings very loudly going, now we got this. We'll be fine. We're good to go. And the Goliath man is in a booming voice, and he's using, like, every once in a while he throws in a swear word in giant. He's like, you little shits could not stay sober for our big day. It just keeps going on like this. Just there's an argument. And
Lyric, I believe they got chocolate wasted, as they say.
I think you're right.
And you see this half orc just is just like, he is clearly done with all of this as you guys approach, and he sees you all, and you guys are clearly wearing instruments.
Yeah, I lean over to Opal, be like, we could make a buck here, or a coin here.
I think that might actually be appropriate. A good little experience for Michael.
Dude, Bahamut be praised. Hi. Can you help us?
Hi. What kind of help do you need? Looks like I mean, we don't really do like halfling wrangling. It's not really our jam.
We're
not really security forces, sorry.
My name is Brody. That strapping gentleman over there is my husband to be, Elijah.
Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you. We could really use a band.
Oh, well, I mean, that we know how to do.
These, and you guys, being of Yartar and of probably the area around Yartar, you recognize these guys, this band of drunken halflings. They're called My Extra Small Jacket. And they are well known. They are a well-known group. And
Dia wouldn't, right?
Dia, bro, no.
Okay.
Well,
you have their A-track in your other tiger.
Yeah, you don't know. Their magical music devices didn't quite make it to your home, to your country yet. They're not quite there. But they've been all over the Sword Coast, and you guys have heard of them. My Extra Small Jacket, will play the occasional like festival or show. They are famous, but apparently they are also drunk right now. So as good as they are, they're clearly in no position to do it.
Are we rivals or friendly with them?
You probably don't even know them. You probably like you've
okay.
heard.
So they're way bigger than us.
You've heard of them. They probably haven't heard of you. Yeah.
Can't believe we're in the presence of MXSJ. That's crazy.
Right?
Who is that?
My Extra Small Jackets. They're huge. They're like the big band in Yardar. It's the
yep. The like.
Oh, I don't think they crossed over to Musatari yet.
The cutting edge and halfling heavy metal. It's like so good.
They're more halfling like folk rock. You know, they get very lively. They would probably be like the medieval Pearl Jam, I would think, something like that. God, that would have been a much better name than that. Okay, whatever.
There you go.
But This man Brody seems desperate at this point. They were a big get for us. We were so happy. My dad totally like went all out for them, and they apparently didn't think well enough of us to not just totally get wasted.
Well, that's very unprofessional of you, you
Right.
halflings.
Well, we are pretty tired from the road, but Opal has our price list for last minute gigs, so I'm sure she'd be able to tell you if you're really.
Oh,
And
I
I'm
mean,
merely a dancer. I don't play any instruments or sing. That's their specialty.
oh
No,
Okay,
and-
we can absolutely make this work. We've got a number of instruments. It's like Michael here is a one-man band almost on his own, so we've got plenty of instruments going around. You can do some dancing.
And we have a tiger.
I'm sure we can work something out. How about you and I go and start talking? We'll let the band get set up, and you and I can go have a conversation. I'm gonna start steering him away.
You
and,
steer
like-
Brody away. Brody, his mood has lightened significantly now that he's talking to you.
Yeah,
You
like,
get
Brody,
this-
let's get you a drink. And
you get the sense that Brody is probably from whatever local money is there, enough to hire my extra small jacket, and they he definitely works out a quick and lucrative deal for you guys, and as he goes up, and at this point my extra small jacket has been literally carted off to the inn to sleep it off now.
But before they go, Lyric wants to pull out literally a very small jacket and see if he can get an autograph.
their drummer is like his hands kind of leaning off the cart, and you're like, and he sort of makes a squiggly mark on the jacket. He's like, yeah, and
Thank you. Did you guys get paid for this, by the way?
you look like my cousin, and they get carted away.
Okay.
And Elijah is like, they ain't getting paid after this. They didn't do shit. So, and at this point, Elijah is talking to you all and is like, I really appreciate this. I'm sorry you saw the worst of me right then. I'm a little bit of a groomzilla, if you know what I mean.
It's completely understandable.
Yeah.
That was so unprofessional of them. We've got you covered. We want to help make this a special day for you.
I
Don't
appreciate
even
it.
worry about it.
Oh, thank you so much. You see, like, or in total contrast to his earlier animated presence, Elijah has like come down significantly, and so you guys get set up in the temple, and Elijah and Brody tell you some of the songs that they would like to hear. They seem to be pretty traditional for weddings of Bahamut, so which are pretty traditional for weddings of Torm, weddings of you really don't get weird until you get into the evil gods' weddings. Those can get a little strange. But for the good gods, it's
So Puff the Magic Dragon is a must.
sure for a ceremony in the Temple of Bahamut, why not? You guys play out go ahead and give me some performance checks for the gig.
I will also say that while everybody's setting up and they're going through all the stuff they want, like I'm giving Michael a little pep talk. It's like, you know how to play music, just follow chords. And then I'm going to cast, since we just came off the road, I'm going to cast seeming
Mhm.
on our entire group so that we are all like, just like are cleaned up, like nice. We are appropriate for this wedding in our appearances and attire. To help.
You never had to worry about that with Dia because she's
Yeah, like-
always
I like Dia-
prestidigitation.
Yeah, I was like, Dia's
every-
probably good. I was like, I figure you probably got clothes you want to switch into, but I was
I
like,
got
for the rest of
chocolate on
us,
my
it's like,
shirt.
yeah. I was like, there's probably, there's like mustard stains on Hector. I'm like, we're just gonna, no, nobody else can see it. You're good. You're good, darling.
All right, everyone make their performance checks with advantage.
and this is why
Ooh.
Opal is the manager.
Yes.
Exactly. I got a 30 for my performance.
Nice.
11 plus 19.
Yeah, I got a 24 for mine.
23.
I'm also giving Michael a wink so he can use a bardic inspiration on his check.
Yeah, what instrument does Michael play? Is he like
He's
they
got
are
3 of 'em.
playing, yeah, they've got a trombone in their arm,
Himself.
they've
Oh.
got a pipe organ in their chest and a hurdy-gurdy in their thigh. So
Plus an actual lute now.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the lute that Karis gave
Yes.
gave them. So you
And Lyric got a 26.
excellent. Okay.
Oof, we're good.
So with
we
all
are.
these performances, you guys are able to put together an extremely cohesive musical performance here with Dia naturally sort of flowing with the music. Even Michael, who has never done a gig before, this is literally their first gig of their life, and they are easily able to follow along. Opal, whatever you asked for payment, you get.
Dope.
How much was that, by the way?
Jesus. I probably is this kind of like a long, like a whole thing?
You would have done both the ceremony and the reception. So
All right. And there's so many of us. Probably asked for probably 100 platinum each.
okay.
They clearly had money. I was going for it.
They give you get 1,000 gold each. They don't. They're
Okay.
actually no. You would have. They're Bahamites. Sure, you would have gotten platinum. Sure.
Perfect. All
How
right.
many?
So that would have
100?
been 100 each.
Which equals to, is it 1,000?
It's
Yeah,
10,
it's 1,000
it's 10 gold per plat.
10,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
During that time when Dia was dancing while everyone was playing instruments, if it's even appeared like someone was not paying attention to her dancing or to the rest of the group, she would have used enthrall while she was dancing to make sure that she charmed them, where all the attention is on the main stage.
You get the impression that it looks like a couple of teenagers who maybe didn't quite want to be there were sort of like getting a little loud during your performance, and you definitely, after your spell and your dancing, they paid very close attention afterward.
Perfect.
They were enthralled. So yeah, y'all got paid. And you wish it is an extremely wonderful and memorable night for both Elijah and Brody. And you do find that Brody tends to be the more sort of emotional one normally, and he's definitely from the Sword Coast. He's got a little bit of a surfer accent. Elijah, he's clearly is a Goliath from the mountains. He's a bit more grounded, and they seem very happy. And everyone, did anyone get drunk at this wedding?
Yes, it would have been Hector.
Sure, I'm
Yeah,
sure
absolutely.
Hector did.
Make me
Opal's not drinking. Opal's not drinking and paying very close
Next
attention
morning,
to
make
Michael.
me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Oh, why? Okay.
Only if somebody spiked the chocolate milk.
So it was a 9 minus 1. So that, or saving throw. Yeah, 9 minus 1. So it would have been an 8.
So you probably got a bit turned. You definitely had your share of stuff, but you also at some point decided that several hours after obtaining this chocolate milk, unrefrigerated and without the magical spells to keep it that way, you probably thought it was a good idea to take a big old swig. The next morning, on top of your hangover, you got some tummy trouble.
Just another day for Hector.
Just another day.
He would have also flirted with a bunch of people at the actual wedding, and then as well.
Chocolate
like-
milk is going to turn into the Hershey squirts after.
I know, right? Smells good. It's fine.
All right.
No, the visual for that. No.
A dragonborn with tummy trouble. So green dragonborn are they lightning or acid?
Green dragonborns are poison.
Poison.
So I was gonna ask about that.
Oh
Do I get,
no.
do I get?
Are you like farting poisonous gas?
Well, hold on, because like I get resistant to poison.
Jen, you okay?
No.
Jen, okay, all right. Tell you, we'll just say that Hector had a really bad morning. We'll
God.
that your green dragon blood did not do
I
you any
destroyed that
favors.
bathroom as I look over to the group, passing by the hall.
I'm gonna leave 10 of the platinum we just got. So
Except
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Lyric is so
Janitorial
proud.
All right. Well, I think we're only going to have time to do one more of these. So
Oh my gosh.
I believe it is Jen's turn.
okay.
Sorry, Hector.
oh, you're fine.
D'Angelo.
What? 11.
11. What did I say that was going to be? Okay. Oh, it's this one.
Oh, I don't like the way you said that.
It's always a bad sign when the DM giggles.
Yeah.
So you figure you're about a couple of days out of Waterdeep at this point. You're rounding out the last bit of your journey. It's been a day or two since the wedding. You're still sort of, it's still fresh in your mind. Michael, they just cannot get enough of telling people about, telling you or regaling you guys with the stories of like, oh, in this one part, and they are just very, very, very talkative. They have definitely come out of their shell around you.
Great thing to put on your resume. Maybe you could make business cards for yourself at some point.
I hope to become heroes for hire after I get done at school, after I've learned a little bit. And let's see. Once again, I think the highest perceptions are Dia and Hector. This stretch of road is a little bit more barren. It's sort of the last bit of country and rural areas before you start getting into sort of the outer parts of Waterdeep. Waterdeep is that big. You do notice though, by the road, there's a strange shimmer going on. It's just off of the road. It almost seems flat, but it's an area that looks like the air is sort of moving.
Is there any, like, if I needed to roll insider try to figure out what exactly it is?
You approach it and you start giving it the eye. Go ahead and make an arcana or investigation.
Ooh, nat 20.
All right.
Nice.
Yes.
You think back and you haven't seen things like this very often, but this seems to be some sort of maybe interplanar sort of rift, maybe. Seems like a door that would go somewhere.
Seems like this is a rift to go to another plane, perhaps? How
I've never seen
odd.
anything like that.
All right,
You
Michael,
think
you're
it's
up.
safe?
Hector, no, I would
No,
slap you.
definitely not.
Michael kind of gets a little close.
Michael, be careful. Don't touch it. Do not touch that.
Karis straight up like grabs
Yeah.
his arm and
Make
pulls it
a-
back.
Make a.
Dia's gonna like try to swat the hand down, like
Go
like
ahead.
a mom. Like no.
Go ahead and each of you make either
Eric's going to try to dive in after him because he doesn't know they're trying to catch him.
Are we gonna move on it, or we all grab into each other and we get sucked in?
Yeah, dexterity or strength checks, either one.
Okay. Okay, cool. For dexterity.
Or either one.
Oh, you
I'm
said
sorry, what was it?
18?
18? Okay.
16.
So Karis kind of tries to grab Michael, and they are just able to slip your grip. And as their mechanical finger is about to touch the doorway, you are just fast enough to get to slap their hand down. Like, ow.
I'm sorry. That's something that my mother even had to do with me when I would get into a little bit of trouble. So, we call it a love tap. There we go.
Oh, it didn't feel very lovely.
Don't touch magic.
Shiny.
No.
That's how they get you, Michael. Yeah.
What happened to Lyric? So Lyric didn't realize that they were trying to pull him back. Lyric is going to try to jump in after him, and he got pulled back. So what happened to Lyric?
You go in and Lyric's gone.
Hector's like, and then he like falls after Lyric.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Do you think maybe I should wait here?
Yes, you should definitely wait here.
We cannot leave him by himself.
Oh, I'll be fine. I don't know. Do you think the rift to unknown space is more dangerous than the road?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But what do we do now?
Oh, how about Pavarti? Would Pavarti be okay to babysit for a minute? Maybe hang out with Michael for a little bit?
Yeah,
She's
this sounds
very capable.
Good idea. I pull out all 3 of my little fuzz balls.
You see,
Dia's like, look after Michael and take really good care of him. If any harm approaches, you know what to do, girl. And then she kind of puts her head to Pavarti's head, and then kind of gets herself ready, taking her weapons off of the side of the where she had her bags on Pavarti.
And Michael, your task is to make sure that the big critter doesn't eat the little critters. Okay. Good job.
Okay. And you see at this point, looking at this image of Michael on the road they're surrounded by these animals. It almost looks like a weird painting, like just this oh, look at my animal friends.
Especially because one of the ones I just rolled is a giant weasel.
Yes.
So tiger and weasel.
Tiger, black, 2 tiger, because I rolled a tiger, a weasel, and a black bear. So there's
this black bear looks very noble. It's a very, very strong black bear profile, I guess. I don't know.
Amending the mission, make sure that Animal Fight Club doesn't happen.
You see the
or
bear,
at least make money off of it.
The bear and tiger, that the weasel has this cross-eyed look, nah. It doesn't seem to know what's going on. The tiger and bear, though, after you say that, they shoot each other a glance, and they both simultaneously go, oh.
Karis turns to look at both of them and said, I said no. Friends.
Goes for you too, Pavarti.
All right. And you see Michael is sort of settled with their entourage at the moment. You guys hop into the portal.
Yep.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So, Lyric, you head through the portal. You feel. Have you ever plane shifted before?
No, I don't think Lyric has.
Okay. You feel your stomach get almost pulled out of you as you see before you a ethereal tunnel of lights just streaking and racing by. You go down, you go up, you go side, as it comes to a bright flash, and your eyes focus, and right almost immediately after you start looking around, you get bumped in the back as Hector materializes right behind you. And both of you, as your friends start materializing behind you, look upon it looks like an auditorium. On one, there are clearly stands, but it doesn't look like anyone's in them right now. And the stands sort of descend into a recessed floor below. on that floor, it looks like there's a kitchen, but not just one kitchen, two kitchens. The whole area is decorated in a very garish, bright manner. Lots of gold, lots of marble. It just looks extremely opulent. As you look at these two kitchen setups, you see in the back a portrait of a iron golem, but that it's dressed in a chef's jacket. It's wearing a taupe, and it's got a mixer and a knife crossed on its chest. And as everyone materializes, you all see a fox it looks like a fox man in a very, very regal jacket. He turns dramatically and says, "Ah, new contestants to take on my Iron Chef."
You can no longer be upset about Tim and Al.
Correct.
Is the portal still up, or is it's just gone?
As you all materialize, you kind of back up to where the portal is. It's not there anymore.
All right, shoot. And I turn to like Opal and be like, "Are we murdering? Is this what we're doing?"
Well, here's the thing: is we don't have a way to leave right now. I think.
Wait,
he
did I hear the
controls-
M word come out of your mouth, Hector?
There's sometimes it's appropriate.
Marketing.
But yeah, marketing. We're working on some new marketing materials. We need to play long enough to figure out how we get out, and then willing to consider marketing.
Real quick,
proposals.
whoever's in chat right now, I need you to put into chat just once for everyone who's in there, if you would, fruit. Either fruit, vegetable, or fish, one of those words.
Oh boy.
And next time,
No.
we are going to pick up right here as you have stumbled into fiendish kitchen
Iron Chef.
stadium and seemingly going to take on an Iron Chef.
Boy.
And yes,
Alrighty.
I will go over the chat.
You got to
and-
do the whole thing with
Yep.
doing this, man.
We will.
That.
He's already. You get the sense that this fox person is very dramatic,
Okay.
Great.
and
Perfect.
We'll see how
I'm
he likes
very
my-
grateful for the advantage from Togepi earlier because we're going to need that.
yeah.
yes,
Oh,
you
yeah.
are.
Oh yeah.
Everybody write down.
This is a pretty good stopping point. So we will pause right here, and in the finale, we will resolve this. And I guess Hector, we will get to whatever D'Angelo, whatever you roll for the last bit of the journey.
Right on.
We're going to get to do. So we will finish this up and then go from there. But for the moment, this is the end of our session for today. So we'll start with Hector. Tell us where we can find you.
Yeah, my name is D'Angelo Murillo, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at @_D'Angelo. I'm always organizing events to help our community with inclusion and representation by doing also like raising money for charity events and all that sort of good stuff. And I'm so like grateful to be a part of this, and I'm so excited. I'm like sad that it's gonna end next week, but I want it to but it's so fun so far and everything. So yeah, thank you.
All right, Jen.
I'm Jen. I'm the_Lozelda around Twitter, Twitch, and all of the places. I stream a lot of weird games that usually result in a lot of cringy yelling. It's a good time. Also D&D. So, potato, I guess. And yeah, this has been awesome, and I am sad that it's ending next week. And I want to take this second to say, Jonathan, you've been wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
So that's my spiel.
I'm glad the weird road trip ended up not being too weird. All right,
Tried.
Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm at DonutDude777 on Twitter. You can also find my ukulele stuff on YouTube. You can look up Metagame Pigeons or Song in the Heart, the song I just posted today. I hit 69 subscribers yesterday
Nice.
and 70 today. So
Nice.
big numbers.
Nice.
So please say hello.
Thank you so much. And that song really is awesome.
It's amazing.
We will link it all over the place. We're gonna get it out there. Thank you. All right, Udahime.
Hi guys, I'm Utahime. You can find me at Utahime Cosplay on Facebook, Instagram, here on Twitch, because I stream as well, and also to Brianna DeCosta on Twitter. You can catch me tomorrow, me and D'Angelo. I guess there's an alarm going off in my house, so I apologize. Hopefully there's no fire. Oh, it's my sacred flame. But you can catch me and D'Angelo tomorrow on Creators Assemble. It's a special charity game, Rock and Stone, where we get to play some dwarves and get into some mischief and mayhem. So please, at 8, I think 9 a.m. I believe is the
9
game.
a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes.
All right, go deal with that.
I think the Iron Chef has already burned something.
Yes.
Those abyssal
Oh, it
chickens,
stopped.
man.
Oh, yes.
Stopped. All right, and finally, Vicky.
Hey there, I'm Vicky. I am Glitter Havoc on all the things, and I am also very, very grateful that we've gotten to play with this group. Yeah, same as Jen said, Jonathan, you have absolutely been killing it, and this has been a ton of fun. So yeah, I can't wait for next week.
All right, and I'm Jonathan, aka Road_Block on Twitter, and then Roadblock Actual in a bunch of other places, or just Roadblock. And I have really enjoyed DMing this. I'm gonna be honest, sometimes DMing my own campaign got me really anxious. This has been nothing but a treat, and I blame all of you. All of you.
Accepted.
We can still ruin it. We still have one more week to ruin it. It's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, we're
for
done.
sure. Yep,
But
yep.
but thank you so much for hanging out with us. Check out everything else on the Gilding Light Twitch channel and their YouTube page. And until next time, we are we're gonna be rolling some dice. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.